So my truth is that you are subscribed to this channel and I own you. For the moment, I just want you to subscribe to my channel and share it to the world and send me 1,000 euros every 3 weeks. Okay? Thank you very much. This is my truth. And you will say, Anthony, you can have your truth. You can have your truth as long as it doesn't collide with other people's lives, that they don't want your truth to be true anymore. Okay, that's quite a weak truth. Those words are contradicting. I understand that my truth means I'm honest to you. I'm not lying to you. What I'm saying is what I understand to be true. This is my experiences. The problem is that the word my is indicating subjectivity. Everybody can agree with that, I hope. Subjective. It's my truth, not yours, right? And the word truth, it's something is true. So there is nothing to negotiate, non-negotiable. So some people use this concept as if it's my truth, it's still true. And you don't have any right to question my truth because it's my truth. It doesn't matter what you think. What I think is that. Now, can you see why that's a problem? It's a problem because we live in a society. If I say my truth is that I own you, it's loud and clear that it collides with your well-being, potentially, and even with corrupting people's perception of whether they can own people. So this is a clear example where my truth, or what I believe to be true, even if I believe it deep in my heart that I own you, society will slap me with the fact that I cannot treat you as if I own you, right? So let's trash that shitty term and replace it with, in my experience. My experience can be traumatic, can be harmful to me, can be harmful to other people. The things I've learned through my experience can be wonderful also. You can also say to my understanding. This is what I have surmised. This is what I understand given the information, the experiences I have. But if I get more information that maybe falsifies what I already know, I will refine my understanding or I will change my understanding with one or more aha moments. Oh my God, I never thought about it. I never considered that. Is it possible to say, oh, I never considered that, right? So, fuck my truth. It's manipulative because you tell me I cannot argue with you, possibly. Because how can you argue with the truth? Now, I also have a small bone to pick with lived experiences. This is a redundant term. I was trying to think what kind of experience you can have that is not lived. Maybe reading an encyclopedia is an experience you had, which was reading, but you could argue that the way you learned that the world works through the encyclopedia is not a lived way. It's a studied way. But does it make sense to say my studied experience? I don't know. Why don't you just say my experience? You don't need to say my lived experience. You are imitating language some other people use without having any other reason besides fitting in to put lived before experiences. Don't say lived before experiences. Thank you very much. The last thing I want to talk about in this short video is that as far as society goes and the way the world accepts you, because we live in a society, you have to act in ways that are socially acceptable. Otherwise, you cannot claim any rights. You don't have any right to be respected. You don't have any right to be sheltered, to be protected. You don't have any right to be here if you don't respect other people's lives, right? And this is why you have childhood and adulthood. When you are a child, when you're an infant, you have zero responsibilities. The human responsibilities that will be later assigned to you are taken over by your parents. So if you're a 4-year-old and somehow find a way to shoot and kill someone, this is 100% your parents' responsibility. You didn't do anything wrong. You barely have the cognitive ability to stop yourself. But besides that case, and to make it simpler, let's say over 18, we have decided that you should be educated and mature enough to be responsible for your actions. And to be responsible for your actions means that in order to keep enjoying the beautiful rights and the beautiful privileges you were given all through your childhood, it's time to start fucking working for some other people to enjoy the same privileges. The same way people around you have been doing all this time and they will keep doing as you grow up. So as far as I am concerned, and all the rest of the 8 billion people are concerned, the only thing we care about regarding you is your behavior. I don't care about your experience. I don't care about your habits and decisions as long as they lead to humane and net positive behavior to the world, right? Now, if you're someone close to me, if you are my friend, my family, my partner, my child, my grandmother, whatever, then yes, I want to listen to you. I want to listen to your experiences. I want to see what are your habits that maybe you're not aware of, and maybe you want help to change them. Maybe you want I leave you alone and don't bother you because this is how you've been living your life and it's too much trouble to change now, even if you know it's wrong. It's just your way. and decisions, we think that we take a lot of very important decisions. No, they're mostly in the autopilot. And you know what? That is good. What we need is to build good habits, good defaults, not only personally by ourselves, but socially. The infrastructure, the roads, the social pressure should default us to mostly safe and respectful and healthy habits so that we don't have to build them against the social norms. To have healthy social norms, that's the way to go. And then if we are lucky, we do have healthy social norms mostly, as we do in the West, and we find the social norms that are unhealthy and we try to personally combat them, or maybe in small groups, either focusing only in our personal lives, or if we try to be a little bit more activists, we try to spread it around. But be careful, because you may be wrong about what you think is better and everybody does wrong, supposedly. Maybe it's wrong, maybe you are wrong. I'm ending this video. Don't say my truth. It's obnoxious. Don't say lived experience. It's redundant. So are you illiterate or you just try to fit in? Let's all of us try to be humble and start with respecting the good things around us that have become invisible. I understand you may have tendencies to break things, to demolish things, to dismantle things. Dismantle. But if you cannot mantle it back together, or if you cannot mantle anything, you better not dismantle what exists that you have no idea how it may be benefiting your life. Cheers.